That's right.
Appropriately done.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you abridging the plays?
We're doing them because I was teaching out at, I was doing it at Cal State LA and Cal State San Bernardino. And I would talk to the acting students there and the theater students. And I would say to them, do you know, it's like in 12th night. And they would stare at me. And I would talk about Moliere. And I would realize that they might have read these plays, but they'd never seen them. And so I thought, why don't people go, and I've been doing this now for about 40 years, and I was a member of a classical company in Minneapolis called the Guthrie for 5 years, so I know the classics pretty well. And I know that the audience is getting older and older and smaller and smaller. And I thought we have to find ways of reaching out to new people, and we have to get away from these traditional theater models and make them more accessible to people. So I said, we're going to do the plays. I know the purists will hate me for taking it from 2.5 hours and 3 hours down to 1, but I think that's a concentration span that no one can object to. And I'm going to tell the story of the play, the plot of the play, using the characters and the language, and just introducing it. When I was a kid in Philadelphia, we had a thing called Classics Illustrated, which was a comic book version of these great works, and it was a great introduction to them. And I thought that's what we're going to do, so that when people see the play and they'll go, oh, Moliere, how good is that going to be, and who's Zico? After they see one of our productions and they see the characters and they get it, because they're meant to be performed, not read, that when they'll go, oh, I get it. So the next time they're driving to Ashland, or they're in Stratford, or they're somewhere where these are going on, they'll go, oh yes, that's the one with the twins. That's the one, oh yeah, with the twins, yeah, we get that. So we're trying to build that audience. I have a friend, Dorian Bandy, who's a student at Cornell, who's now overstudying the Royal Academy, and he believes in doing them in bars. He thinks that we should, the classicists should get out of these formal performance venues and get into places where the people are. And where people...
I don't understand this.
No, then I'll make myself plain. In business, there are two ways of getting rich. One is hard, slow, and troublesome. This is called work.
Sir.
The other is quick, easy, and demands only a loose conscience and a scheming mind. This is called banking.
What do you mean?
100,000.
Ah, now I am relieved of all troubles.
That's true.
Well, I must be...
I fear I have been deceiving you. I did not realize your true value. Here are $1,000 for your past services.
Thank you, sir. And for my present service? Now, as a general rule, my friends, never destroy a receipt. You never know when they may prove useful. And if you wish to know how useful this is, you have to come to the Lineage Dance Studio.